USDA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Ohio State's offense will have the ball first. Give to the tailback. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense set for a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Kendricks. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
With the catch, it's Hardy. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So Boston College's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got the tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Boston College will send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense...
Into the secondary on the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Back to throw, it's Kendricks. A strike downfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, first down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Georgia somehow, some way, found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab down the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll go back to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Boston College lining up to punt this one away.
Well, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. You see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass, and turning it on! And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Power football with the run. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Snowed under right at the line of yards for no gain on the play.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16. Boston College will send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch near the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. He's taking the shot. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down and a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give on the inside. Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch right at the 50. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Right on the money. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Kendricks. Going for it all. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. All down at the 7-yard line. A nice return after the pick has him in business. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Now improvising. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got it again. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Makes the catch at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Breaks into the open. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air, it's Kendricks. Pulls it in. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the bad blood between Oregon and Oregon State dates back to 1894, at least on the football field. A top 5 rivalry, and it's gone finally. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. You've got a 3rd and manageable, back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. To throw, it's Stockton. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Hardy. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Kendricks. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air.
Reels it in down the left side. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Gentry. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Rides to back and leaves it. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man down the middle. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's got enough to give Boston College the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Boston College. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Boston College.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you?
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah.
There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gets it out quickly. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Give to the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Get it out on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the 2nd half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Boston College will send out the punt team. Looks it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get...
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Hold on.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Makes the grab over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll give it to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy. Defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Catches it at the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Puts it out of the air. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
That's the defense when you play man coverage is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. Looking for the end zone. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
The returner will field it and bring it back. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Dropping back, it's Bueno. Using the quick game. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boston College will send out the punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him right where they want him. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Grove. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires on the move. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. And the Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking to buy time. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to be...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Let's go. Back to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And it's nice to have guys like this on third down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they just throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Bueno. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He'll take a deep shot here. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season...